What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Rogue Trader. Let's go to the excavation site. Heinrichs has to come on this one. Okay, well, who do we not want to come then? I guess we're gonna take out Ulfar to bring back in Cassia for this one. Not that I want to, but you know, it is what it is. And we'll be leveling up Heinrichs when we load in. The price of humanity. Ah, neat. Okay, so it's a companion quest area. Well, I'm gonna level him up. I'll be right back. All right, so we just went and took ahead and took agility and then sight rating too. That's all we took. Let's save and check out this planet, shall we?
You left the Novice Imperialis to serve the rogue trader. Do you ever regret it, Seneschal?
Apparently not. The vanquished combat machine obviously fell from a height. Too much time has passed now to determine the cause of the crash, and it's still on fire.
Is there money to be made?
The spikes have been fashioned from whatever their creator had to hand. This pitiful barricade is unlikely to stop anyone who's determined to get through. A powerful smell of promethium lingers in the air around the burning mechanism. The machines were doused with the accelerant and set alight.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Hello, friends. The Sentry rubs her eyes and gawps at you. Only one half of her face is covered with a bulky, rusty augment of unknown purpose. You came to rescue us. Praise the God Emperor. It reached you. The sorcerer's message reached others like him. May he rest in peace. We are most honored by your presence. Please come forward quickly out of the darkness. The woman hurriedly checks a nearby lumen, her hands visibly shaking. Those creatures come from the dark, you see, but not for much longer. Not for much longer, and now you're here, and Mistress Lichtenhart has already found a way to help us. Heinrich dourly listens to the sentry's speech. He takes a few steps forward and intently peers at the face of the woman herself, as the woman herself freezes in fear. Then Heinrich scowls and cuts a glance at you. We need to hurry. Examine the sentry's face. We failed. The woman lurches backward under your scrutiny. Her eyes are red and swollen, and there's dark circles under them, suggesting a long run of sleepless nights. What a stroke of luck. It seems we've already found who we were looking for. You, Mistress Lichtenhart, my lord. We wouldn't have survived without her. It just so happened that she was here at a local excavation when the monster started appearing. We've been losing contact with the other sites on the planet since then, like candles being snuffed out one after another. The rest of them must have all perished, but we're still here holding on. What's happening on the planet? It's terrible, my lord. I don't even know how to describe it. It's been, what, how long has it been? A few months, probably? A few months being plagued by these sorcerous beasts. As soon as the night fell, they came, creeping right out of the shadows, black as soot. There's no stopping them. The only thing that's worked so far is keeping the fires burning and maintaining a constant watch. And even with that, the creatures drag us off in ones and twos the second we drop our guard. Heinrich furrows his brow. Sorcerous creatures from the shadow. Could they be demons? That would explain the presence of warp anomalies in the system, a local breach. Survey the barricades. They do not appear to be too sturdy. Please, my lord, the sentry is on the verge of tears. Do you think we are trained guardsmen? We're from the expedition convoy. We've lived here for generations, and up to now, the God Emperor has guarded us from misfortune. But now we have to fight. The survivors have all gathered in the tunnel. We've handed out what weapons we have, but how is it we're supposed to help against these butchers when we don't always know how to use our weapons? You mentioned an expedition. Yes, about 30 years back, we were brought here with a load of clever people from some high-up adeptus of something or other, and we've lived here ever since. I've raised 4 kids here. 2 died at the excavations. 1 was taken by monsters, but my youngest is still alive. Excavations. Perhaps the expedition, or rather its objectives, were what Emina was interested in. Of course, the easiest option would be to ask her directly. The interrogator shoots you a pointed, impatient look. I wish to see Emina Lichtenhart. Mistress Lichtenhart is inside the pit. You go on. Don't be afraid. She'll be there to properly greet you. We'll stand guard. Thanks to the Emperor for delivering you to us.
Let us not dawdle.
Hello, diggers. A giant gate barring the way to the excavation site. Let's go in. Uh-oh. That chill. Where's it come from? Oh, the darkness is here. The creatures, they're coming. Weapons ready, and God Emperor preserve us. What the heck? What are you? Still alive. Still alive. Still alive.
Your kind has no right to exist.
Mandrakes. I'm not sure what mandrakes are. You're like,
I am a navigator,
deal with this,
not
please.
a servitor.
This tedium is beneath me. I understand your intent.
Disappear. And pew.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Unfortunate.
If I must. Kemorak.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? Me, if you insist, Lord Captain. If I may. I'm not
Try again, hear
accustomed
that.
to being ordered around.
If it serves your cause.
She does her best.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
See, that was much
If
better.
it serves your cause.
Aw, 10 HP, boo.
You will perish for this affront.
Everybody come
Me?
here. Not trying to hit my allies, you know, but like, not much of an option to that. There's not much of an option to hitting your allies or not from these angles.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Oh, you might need this. Kinda in the front line at the moment.
Beyond the science, the scriptural prognosis is favorable. Running binaric override. My vow is to serve.
Here, let's turn. I mean, honestly, I want you in the back, but I want you in the rear as well, so, like, it's weird. I'm just gonna stick you over here.
Swift and silent.
You'd be okay.
I understand your intent. This tedium is beneath me. If it serves your cause.
And...
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
God dang dodges.
If I must.
Little baby shot. Argenta, my dear, why don't you get away from these people too, if possible?
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Dang. Tried to
I'll
crit
do
him.
it. As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Sure.
In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave.
Oh, come on,
As the Emperor
Argenta.
commands, I act. This is why I was chosen.
Thoroughly upsetting.
Doubt is for the weak.
Apparently another one back here. Bye. I don't really remember much of what Heinrichs does.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Stabby, stabby time.
Everyone, step aside.
Heinrichs is really good at what he does.
For the throne's glory. Naturally. I won't object to it.
Maybe I should have done it first. I don't know. Here and taunt this way, actually.
It's as good as done. I am ready for whatever comes. I'll make it happen.
Come at me, nerds. Fail fast.
No! I won't.
Oof, goodbye, Heinrichs.
Didn't flinch.
So far, the diggers have done more damage than
Heretics be
Heinrichs.
damned!
Just throwing that out there.
I'm afraid not. If I may,
I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
You there. You have full health. Let's change that, hopefully. And yes, everyone's like, oh, they just get more dodge when you use that. I know they do,
This
but it hits
tedium is beneath
so much harder.
I hear you moving. No more. Another soul slips beyond the veil. You will pay an even greater price.
What a rush!
isn't this a job for the serfs?
Nice
He
job!
actually made it
Smite
out.
your
That's
enemy.
wild.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
I don't want to hit the guy. I guess he's. All right, that's better. Sorry. Let's let you let go this
your
time.
death in colors.
If it serves your cause.
Hey, remember when we're doing this,
I
we're
hear
just
you moving. No more.
sending shots down
If I
range.
must. No weakness is hidden from my sight. Another soul
he's alive,
slips
what?
beyond the veil. Stop trying,
reload my
monkey.
bad.
I am not your Xenos pet monk.
And one more shot.
This tedium is beneath me. Hear you moving.
Easy game.
No more.
Easy life. Everything go to cargo, please. There's just no way we're gonna need that stuff. Well, it looks like most people
always
died.
keep
We
my
saved a
options
few, a
open.
bunch of diggers actually, so that's nice. Now, let's see what the heck is going on in here, shall we? The location doesn't even have a name. Hello. Have you come to take us away from this place? You're here to save us, aren't you? Maybe. What the heck's going on up in here?
Just as I planned.
Oh, Lord. You shouldn't have, my lord. Damn, it's the Vox liturgy, twisted by warp sorcery. Try not to listen too closely. Eee. Alright, let's check it out, shall we? The altar would be unremarkable if it's not for its uncanny streaming from its built-in Vox speakers. What was once a Vox recording of a liturgical service, now a malevolent parody of noble faith.
This
So we
could
can't,
be
like,
an
talk to it or
opportunity.
anything.
Keep your wits about you.
Apparently I succeeded in an awareness test, but don't see where. Man, I hate that. I wish it would highlight it way better.
I always have a backup plan.
Yes, yes, come to take you away. Powerful smell of promethium lingers in the air around the burning mechanism. The machines were doused with the accelerant and settled. Oh, that's where
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Boxes stuffed with wool shards, pottery, metal, and other discarded human-made objects covered in a layer of soil. A 0% chance on this lore warp? That's wild. Are you serious? Who's my lore warp person? $45, $55, $45. Negative 170, 80. Ooh, that's why. Okay. So do we have anything that affects lore warp? Anything at all? I mean, yes, but we need a heretic, and we don't really have a heretic. Do we? Yeah, no. We need a Dira. Yeah, if we had a Dira, we'd have some pretty high lore warp. But no, other than that, we can't do it. And I'll see if by some miracle it says yes.
Why? Haven't I studied hard enough?
Strange debris scattered across the table surface, all of it broken. Pieces of pottery, the inscribed tablets, the blades with fanciful designs. It's clearly the work of primitive craftspeople. It makes me want to bring her along instead of old
This
Far.
explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
That makes me want to bring Adira along again. Alright, look at this.
Rise to the top.
Conveyor belt littered with a
or
mixture of
get
stone
left in
chippings
the
and fragments of
dust.
human-made items. The rust on the mechanical components indicates that this machine has stood idle for a long time. Primitive excavating equipment suitable for use by unskilled workers. The well goes so deep you cannot see the bottom. The walls of the shaft reveal the marks in the machinery that drilled through the rock, as well as fragments of an ancient sunken city. Uh-oh, we dug into an ancient sunken city. That's always good. Emina, how are you doing? I'm about to skip because he's stuck. The stooped figure draws back the hood of the grimy robe, revealing the emaciated face of a woman. Her skin is stretched taut over her skull and sickeningly protruding augmentations, and her cheek is marred with several open wounds. She looks at you with a feverish gleam in her eyes. The visual description matches Interrogator von Calyx. The sage blinks several times and her head twitches. You made it here after all. Heinrich's usual max of stoicism has melted away without a trace. He stares around him in an undisguised dismay. Emilino, what is this? You're performing the arch enemy's rituals? But no, stop right now. Not another move unless I tell you. The sage draws herself upright, as far as her crooked spine will allow, and flicks several switches on her facial augments. Then she turns to you, ignoring Heinrich's words completely. Who have you brought with you, Interrogator von Calyx? Clearance level. Gregor von Valancius, rogue trader and the God Emperor's anointed. Emilina Lichtenhart dips her head. Von Valancius, a rogue trader dynasty, territory to the galactic west of Farabundus. The head of the dynasty, Theodore von Valancius, has been flagged for heretical sentiments threat level. Heinrich gestures at the room. I brought the help you requested in your message, Emilina, a void ship under the aegis of the rogue trader. I dragged thousands of people and megatons of plasteel and ceramite through the bowels of the warp, and for what? To discover you've sold yourself to the archenemy? Emilina shakes her head. You're drawing conclusions based on incomplete knowledge of the situation, Interrogator von Calyx. Your judgment is impaired. Heinrich, why is Emilina addressing you in this strange manner? I expect that Emilina has chosen to seal the memory block containing data of a personal nature. She does this whenever she is concerned that someone might try to extract information about Calcazar's coterie from her. Heinrich thinks for a moment and then says in a clear voice, Sigma Prosperity. He pauses before repeating the strange phase. The reminiscence block you're attempting to access was repurposed. It now contains knowledge of rituals performed by the shamans of this place. My standard working memory alone was insufficient to record all the nuances I uncovered in my research here. Heinrich looks as though he's been punched in the gut. Emilina, you deleted all the data about the members of Calcazar's unit? You wiped us all? Of course not. I retained the portion of the reminiscence blocks data relating to the operational significance of the Lord Inquisitor's unit. That is how I was able to recognize you, Interrogator von Caelix. What happened on Phton 4? I came here on a supreme directive of the Lord Inquisitor. An Adeptus Historica mission was established on Phton 4 to study the origins of the civilization that once inhabited the planet. This world was once settled by humans. The mission aimed to discover which colony ship they would come from and why they disappeared. The traces of the ancient culture uncovered in the layers of the soil suggested that existence of primitive solar faiths among the dark inhabitants of this world, faiths that are strikingly similar to the worship of the dark enemy. Their surviving scrolls indicate that shamans use the gifts of chaos to protect their people, to secure the harvest, to imbue their warriors with strength and vitality, and that this culture persisted for thousands of years. I was cataloging data when the attacks began at one of the remote outposts. I immediately recognized the enemy by their tactics, Drukhari. They had unremarkable defenseless world where night lasts half the year. By the time 5 of the outposts had been swallowed by the darkness, the last astropath had been torn to pieces, and many calls for help had been sent to Calcazar's unit had gone unanswered. I realized that no one was going to save these people, or at least this knowledge, and so I put the knowledge to good use for the use of humanity. Heinrich, make sense of this for me. Am I going mad, or is your colleague engaging in flagrant heresy here? The notion of heresy is hardly applicable to people in our line of work, Gregor, but you are correct about one thing. Emina has crossed a line that separates a servant of the Imperium from a deluded chaos worshipper. I'm sorry I asked, but what are you trying to achieve here, Emina? The ritual we interrupted, what is it supposed to do? Emina lifts her gaze upward. It will rid this world of its half-year-long night and the mandrakes of their total advantage over us. It will force a new heavenly body, this one of human making, to rise above the horizon and illuminate the dark sides of the planet. If the ritual works, I will master the secret of forging a new sun. This is madness. Madness, pride, and monstrous, staggering heresy. Heinrich's voice is barely audible as if his throat has closed up in shock. Do you mean you discovered a ritual for creating a sun here? Buried under silica and granite are knowledge and resources that could repel the enemies of humanity. We are too afraid of anything labeled prohibited. My memory contains thousands upon thousands of pages from manuscripts, tomes, and scrolls. Contact with any one of these is supposed to guarantee instant death. The preachers who claim these are liars. I'm living proof of their falsehoods. What happened to the people of this world? All the survivors are here in this tunnel. The rest are dead or worse than dead. They're in the clutches of the monsters from Komarok. Our last astropath died when his mind was invaded by a warp entity. It used his psi trail to hunt him down. The rest of the people here have been blessed with the protection of those forces that I summoned to our aid. That is enough. Heinrich's voice shakes with bridled fury. I have heard all the justifications and complaints 100 times before. No purpose can justify what you have wrought here. Who have you become? Who have I become, Interrogator von Caelix? I am what any agent of the Golden Throne is predestined to become if they are able to see through the essence of things. I have, as the Puritans say, succumbed to the heresy of radicalization. Moreover, I'm doing so, I am only following the footsteps of our mentor. The only difference is that I have chosen the path of the ablationists, while he chose the Xenos Hybris, forging an alliance with the cursed Drukhari. What unthinkable accusations, the Lord Inquisitor, in league with the enemies of humanity? Emina, suppress your urge to debate internal matters in the presence of the rogue traitor. Additionally, I will not tolerate insults in my presence. No, you've already started, so you might as well continue the conversation. Why? It's just a philosophical rhetoric referring to old men with a weakness for demagogue. Actions are being driven by this philosophy, Interrogator von Caelix. Mine, yours, the Lord Inquisitor's. Why are you avoiding talking about the fact that Xavier Calcazar is a dangerous radical? No less dangerous than I am, except that I am not driven by utopian ideals, but by a desire to protect humanity, using a broader range of tools. What you call a broader range of tools is heresy, Emina. Unremarkable, commonplace heresy. Heresy that has taken on a twisted form in a mind subjected to prolonged contact with corruption. The Archimney has been gnawing at you from within, creating a star with a chaos ritual. You have crossed a line. No, you have obliterated the line. The line? Lines are for the weak and ignorant. Anyone capable of weighing the risks and making a calculated decision would have done the same as me, to protect the Imperium's domain, to deliver a preemptive strike even, von Valancius. Emina whips around to you. You are a simple mortal endowed with huge power and privilege, ruling over worlds and holding millions of lives in the palm of your hand. Tell me, would you have done the same in my position? Maybe? Yes. Can I have the maybe option? Fear and cowardice are the worst enemies of the Imperium's defenders. After everything you've endured, after everything you've witnessed, you're agreeing with her? Heinrich falls silent and looks at Emina. It doesn't matter. I won't allow the sorcery to happen. Your operational reminiscence block clearly has some gaps in its data. Emina shakes her head spitefully, her eyes filling with blood. You only wouldn't answer my call, and you turn out to be a brainwashed pawn. I did not factor in the possibility of psychological dependence. Calcazar can be persuasive, especially to those who depend on him. A favorite sorcerer, a Casabalacan, renegade. Oh yes, Interrogator von Caelix, Xavier Calcazar's stalwart little soldier. You will die just like Tanakia. Emina Iona Lichtenhart. Heinrich begins stiffly formal before breaking off. Tanakia? What do you know about Tanakia? Emina shakes her head. You don't even know what fate befell her, do you? I suppose it won't hurt for you to know of something. A strange sound causes the stage to fall silent. She turns towards the tunnel. What thing will your lead need to one-shot now? The lights are going out. Oh, they got popped. The beasts, they're here. The ritual must be completed. The preparations must not go to... Alex. We need to block all possible approaches. Light. We need a light to dispel the shadows in the corners. Okay.
I will wipe your disgusting presence out of existence.
Light. Trying to see where all the lights are. Light. Okay. Step one then, if we're trying to turn on lights. Go turn on the light. Go turn on the light. Now everybody else, you know, just hang out up here. I am what you would call unconcerned.
I am a navigator,
Who
not a
wants to
servitor.
die?
If it serves your cause. I understand your intent. Another soul slips beyond the veil. My reckoning will be swift.
Sorry about that. I'm back now, guys. Just go sideways. Whatever.
Request approved. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Running binaric override. Request approved. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Continue. You'll be able to see
Isn't
that one
this
now.
a
You're
job
let.
for the serfs?
If not, I'll move you up to here. Oh, alright. Oh, I can't move you, that's right. You're useless to me right now then.
If I may. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Trying to get y'all somewhere where she can shoot at you. Sorry, Heinrichs. Goodbye.
No. Take up defense over the body of the fallen unit.
Let's see. That sucks. It's so annoying. There you go. I can see from there, though. Nope, not down there, please.
I
Thank you.
move swiftly to strike. I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If it serves your cause. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Alright, say good night.
If it serves your cause. I hear you moving. No
So much
more.
damage.
No weakness is hidden from my sight.
Sure, if it's still alive, take a shot at it, Earlet. Argenta!
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Each strike is a prayer. As the Emperor commands, I act. I refuse. Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
Good shooting, Cat. Good shooting, Magenta. Good shooting.
Doubt is for the weak.
There's still a lot of these
Heretics be
guys.
damned!
Gregor, you don't mind, my friend.
I'll see to it personally.
Thank you. I figured more would be coming. Hey, don't turn off my lights. Oh, rude. It's a lot of enemies over there, huh? I'm gonna have Pascal start running down to turn on the light as well. Feels like we need to maybe turn on all of them. Which is a little weird, but hello, I forgot about you. I sneeze so bad again, guys. It sucks. Sorry, I tried to get to the mute button in time.
This
Oh my
tedium
god.
is beneath me.
I kept trying to get over there, but I missed.
I
I
understand
missed
your
clicking on it.
intent.
Maybe I should have done these guys. I didn't realize I could even see them.
If it serves your cause.
Fire.
If I must. I am not your Xenos pet. My ancestors guide me.
High momentum.
High momentum.
In the name of House Orcelio,
Oh,
I
that.
shall prevail.
I just think I want to give Argenta the extra turn, just because she can get the thing that makes her shoot even more afterwards. That's why. And she does this, if not more damage.
If it serves
but
your
that was
cause.
a crit, so. Ooh, don't miss. That's not good.
This tedium is beneath me.
Yeah, I think this settles it. I think I'm gonna give Argenta the turn from now on. What misses? Good job. You got over here. You make these guys move. You could. Fantastic. Do
Battlefields are
that.
always drowned in scarlet.
Wish I could see them a little bit better.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Hi there.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Didn't realize you were gonna be standing right in front of me. It's awkward.
My final
See you,
lesson.
Cassia.
This sacrifice will forge our way to victory.
If
And
it
you're out of
serves
ammo
your
'cause I'm an
cause.
idiot, so that's nice.
If I must. If it serves your cause.
Good shooting, at least there.
I am not your Xenos pet, Mon. No weakness is another soul slips beyond the veil.
No!
Argenta, can you see anyone to shoot? No. Not really safe for you, is it? Let me go over here. How about that?
As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it. This is why I was chosen. As the Emperor commands, I act. For you, my Emperor! I'll do it.
Good damage, Argento. Solid effort.
What a rush!
Turn on lamp.
Taking calculated risk is my second nature. Who if not me?
This turns off. The other ones weren't on, so they spawn more guys. Pascal's on his way over here, but it's a long walk.
My faith shields me.
Ow.
A temporary setback.
You're lit. This
If
person
it
is causing
serves your
problems.
cause. This tedium is beneath me.
Sorry this fight's taking so long, guys.
I understand your intent.
Boo.
Hear you moving. No more. If it serves your cause.
Fuck off. Just her and Gregor is a little awkward, actually. Oh, and Pascal, but
You will perish for this affront.
I'm actually gonna lose this fight because that's like wild to me. I did this fight so poorly if I lose it though. Now these guys are gonna spawn over here. Yeah, this is crazy. I'm gonna have to reload this, dude. I didn't realize that they were just gonna keep spawning over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, like some really stupid combat. And the things are so far away from each other. Like, what the hell? Am I cheating a little bit here? You know, maybe a little bit. Am I okay with that? I'm pretty okay with that. I'm pretty okay with that. I'm gonna set you up over here. Have you help with that over here.
The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all. My vow is to score ability analysis successful. Request approved.
It's fine.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Let's see here.
I am
Precise
not your
attack.
Xenos pet monkey.
Aim for the opening.
If it serves your cause, I deal death with my hands. This tedium is beneath me. Fortune favors the swift.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Need a button that just does all of this.
If I must.
So I don't have to sit here and click through all of this every time.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. Another soul slips beyond the veil. I understand your intent. Fortune favors the swift.
Emperor, Give me strength. I am a navigator, not a servitor. If I may, me, if you insist, Lord Captain.
Mandrake's turn.
I've faced worse than this.
Damage is negligible.
Here, let do your
If
thing
it
again.
serves your
At least they're
cause.
like in range this time, so I can actually like see them, and it's not as annoying. Much more annoying when like they're just out of range.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If it serves your cause.
Damn it.
This tedium is beneath me.
Suffering. Flame betrays me.
As the Emperor commands, I act. For you, my Emperor! Faith without deeds is worthless. Eradicate it.
Momentum.
Power resides in the will of the righteous. I will not. Doubt is for the weak.
Just keep
I'll do it.
shooting.
For you, none can escape the Emperor's judgment. As the Emperor commands, I act.
There's apparently an enemy over here, but I can't see them. It's a lie.
God Emperor,
I'll
move
get you down
through
here
me.
though,
Be the
because
fire
you
in
might
my
have to turn
heart.
on a lamp at some point. I don't know. Wish the overseers knew how to turn on lamps.
I'll brush
Why?
this
God
off.
dang it sometimes, man.
I don't need luck. I have strategy. I'll see to it personally.
You should be able to get over here.
On it.
Turn on the lamp. Stupid. Spawn. Just kidding.
Running binary conflict.
Just, yeah.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Wish you could get down a little bit safer. Kinda like that.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
What if I went like farther back and did it? There we go.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I was like, they should all be pretty equal distance there. No,
Emperor,
no, no.
Deliver us!
Leave her alone. I
If it
guess we'll
serves
analyze
your
that enemy just
cause.
gets closest, but it doesn't really matter.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If I must. I understand your intent.
Disappear.
I am not your Xenos pet. No more.
Just over 600 damage on that shot. Don't mind. Don't
If
mind
it
her.
serves your cause.
Don't even think that's the one I aimed at, but that's okay.
This tedium is beneath me.
Argenta, my dear. Go turn this lamp on, please. She has lots of movement, so I'm not really concerned.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. Each strike is a prayer. Faith without deeds is worthless.
What a shot, girl. What a shot.
Doubt is for the weak.
281% chances
I'll
missed.
do it.
Easy game, easy life. Nice shot.
Ha! That's gotta hurt.
Nice shooting. You didn't quite make it.
The Emperor is on our side.
But of course,
Ooh,
Lord
this doesn't make you
Captain.
take an attack. It does not. Okay, good.
Let's see to it.
I just that.
I won't object to it.
And disappear.
No!
I've faced worse
I
than
turned
this.
them all on. I mean, I guess so. It just doesn't look like it, does it?
It's as good as done. I'll make it happen.
You're not
Who
really
if not me.
a man that does damage, Gregor. That's okay. Okay, yep. Let's go. Why don't you get over here trying
As
to
the
light
tactical
Pascal?
narrative dictates.
Way to blow yourself up and kill Cassia. Solid effort there, boy. Good kill, you're left. I'm just gonna take the shot, dude.
designate a target.
I thought too highly of your skills.
If it serves your cause.
If she doesn't kill him, Argento will kill him.
That had better not be intentional.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Eradicate it.
Told you. Is that all? Okay. All lamps have been turned on. No enemies are left. Okay, I was like, what the heck? Wasted all my work, all my preparation, all for nothing. Emina, Iona, Lichtenhardt, in the name of the Inquisition, you're hereby removed from your post and expelled from the Holy Ordo. Heinrich's eyes are fixed on Emina, but she does not look at him. The interrogator turns his gaze on you. The fate of its fallen members is a matter for the Ordo. Heretical archives, artifacts obtained in the excavation, and other assets in Lichtenhardt's possession, I hereby declare the property of the Holy Inquisition. However, it is for the rogue trader to decide what becomes of Phton 4 and its people. What is your verdict? What would you advise? You know my answer. The world has been compromised, its inhabitants touched by corruption. However, I doubt you'll take my advice that follows from my assessment. Heinrich smiles crookedly. At the very least, I'll rid you of the temptation to take a peek at the archives that broke Emelina's will. What will happen to the archives and Emina? The archives will be destroyed to prevent the situation from ever reoccurring. Emina is my responsibility. I shall take the survivors off the planet. So be it, Lord Captain. Now as for Emina. You are hereby stripped of your special status as an agent of the Golden Throne and all attendant rights and privileges. I'm authorized to use all interrogation measures stipulated in the standard framework for information extraction to ascertain the fate of Acolyte Tanakia Calbergaria. Will that be necessary, Emina? No, Interrogator von Calyx. The sage's voice is scarcely louder than a whisper. I have no intention of concealing that information from you. I am almost certain that Tanakia Kalbargaria was eliminated on the orders of Xavier Kalkazar after being dimmed a volatile element. Heinrich's face is a mask of disbelief and anger. You're lying. Listen in silence. I saw one of Kalkazar's documents when I went to receive new orders. Only a fleeting glimpse, but with my memory like a picture recorder, it was long enough for its contents to be imprinted on my mind. I do not know the details, but the document itself was an interrogation transcript, with a final annotation indicating the removal of the person from the retinue. We both know how someone leaves Lord Inquisitor's retinue, Interrogator von Calyx. Tanakia is the Lord Inquisitor's top espionage specialist. Wherever Xavier chose to refrain from making a public show of strength, Kalbargaria was invaluable. Why would he do this? Emina looks up at Heinrich, her eyes full of despair. I do not know, Interrogator von Calyx, just as I do not know why the Lord Inquisitor sent me to this nondescript planet as soon as I voiced my concerns about his methods. Just as I do not know if I should blame the warp for the lack of responses to my call for help, or if Kalkazar prohibited the others from answering. The nature of her mission and of Xavier's true purpose here in the Expanse was likely why he chose to bury the secret in Tanakia along with it. Emina breaks off. The operational data indicates that you are the retinue's primary torture specialist, Interrogator von Calyx. All this time I thought you were the one who conducted Tanakia's interrogation, and one of the reasons why I destroyed my personal data block was to ensure that my own sentiments would not prevent me from thinking rationally when I encountered you or Kalkazar's other servants. Heinrich says nothing for several seconds, staring into space. At last he begins to speak. Emina Iona Lichtenhardt. Emina sighs. I know, Interrogator von Calyx. I know all the procedures used on compromised sages, interrogation, unsealing of reminiscence blocks, but before we begin, she stands up, straightens her spine as much as she can, and looks into the interrogator's eyes with a weak smile. Thought Tanakia was your doing, but as your reaction has revealed the truth to me. Heinrich's. It is Heinrich's, yes? There's a subtle shift in Emelina's voice. She sounds older and wiser. You should know. I am sorry to have forgotten you. Heinrich stares at the sage, saying nothing, then looks down and mutters something too quietly for you to hear. Heinrich turns his assistance to you. Thank you for your assistance in solving my problem, Rogue Trader. But why? Heinrich looks at you in disbelief. Why don't you answer that question yourself? Because Emelina's knowledge is just like the archives you were planning to destroy. Coming into contact with it is too dangerous. A reasonable and balanced assessment. An excellent conclusion. Heinrich makes no attempt to inject even the barest hint of conviction into his words. We are finished here. The planet will be designated unfit for further use. The risks are simply too great. It will take a few hours to deal with the excavation site and what diggers found there, but it will not delay us. When we return to the ship, find a minute to speak with me. Oof. He killed her, by the way. It just didn't play. Well, I'm kind of curious what he's going to say, so let's get back to the ship and, that guy's still standing. Awkward. Let's get back to the ship and, check out what he has to say. I'm interested in that before the end of the episode. Oh, grab this up. Thank you.
Is there money to be made?
The lack of warp knowledge really makes me want to bring Adira along. But I really like Ulfar, man. I really like them both. Gosh dang it. Who would I... Maybe I don't need 2 snipers. But no, I love my snipers. How do I get here?
Keep your wits about you.
It says that it wouldn't be hard to remove
I always
this,
keep my options
I don't
open.
understand how to get over here. Don't know.
Let us not dawdle.
I guess those goods will just never be gotten, friends. Be right back. It has been brought
Rise
to my
to the
attention
top,
that
or
box
get
is
left in the
possibly left
dust.
over from early testing of the game, and they just didn't remove it. It's apparently not real. Apparently, even in the toy box mod, which is like the mod that lets you do anything you want, you can't access it. So there you have it. I had to know. I had to know. No, we're almost at an hour and I have class in the morning, but we must talk to Heinrichs.
Lord Captain, I thank you for your assistance with my mission. Thanks to rogue trader von Valancius, the Inquisition has stopped the enemies of humanity, even those hiding in its own ranks on this occasion. I will no longer be making any claim on your time or resources.
Everything Emina said about Kakazar, should we be concerned about it?
It is dangerous information, but you are already too deeply involved. In the Inquisition, there are two main philosophies: Puritanism and radicalism. The adherents of the former are conservatives who strive to follow the letter of inquisitorial doctrine in all matters. The radicals are more pragmatic. They believe that the end often justifies the means, and they use tools that a Puritan would condemn as heretical. Emina used the powers of chaos to gain the upper hand against Xenos. I touched a cogitator built by cultists to learn its secrets. None of us is pure. Xavier. The craven-hearted say that the career of every Inquisitor ends in either death or heresy. The Lord Inquisitor has borne this burden longer than any of us. It would be naive to think that he had only ever used Puritan methods, and even more naive to suggest that such methods have in any way weakened his loyalty to the God Emperor. And that is all I will say on the subject.
Killed your colleague in cold blood.
Does that surprise you?
Not
It shouldn't.
particularly.
This is not the first time, or the last, I fear, that I will cause the death of someone close to me. There have always been reasons for it. Sometimes the reasons are dictated by duty, sometimes by my own personal volition.
What are you going to do now that this is done?
I will remain part of your retinue. That will not change. I will continue to accompany you until I receive orders to the contrary from the Lord Inquisitor, if ever. Who knows? Perhaps one day my journey will end like Emelina's, but that day is not today.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode, my friends. I will see you all in the next one.